Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Welcome in for your daily card pull. This is for Friday, July 28th, 2023. So we're going to see what messages are coming through to you from Spirit and what Spirit wants you to know as we go into today. And one of the things I was thinking about is, would it be helpful in the description if I put the order that I'm going in? Because I usually change it up just to make it a little bit different, so I don't always start with like air signs, for example. But comment below if you want me to go ahead and add that into the description, and then every day when I do the posting, I can go ahead and add in what order I'm doing, just so that way if you wanted to skim through to find yours, I can certainly do that. So let's start out today with our water signs. So that's going to be our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and see what message is coming through for you. All right. The Wheel of Fortune. So remember, this is that card. It's about good news and good karma. Things are turning for the better for you, and you're entering, kind of a happy cycle. One of the things also that's happening right now is the Lionsgate portal is open. It peaks on August 8th, and then it'll close by August 12th. But now is really a good time to kind of step up your manifesting game. Lots of good, strong energies right now. So let's see what's coming through on your soul journey card. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So that's something a lot of times when we're talking about healing and work that needs to be done, we're talking about kind of spiritual things. Some of them may kind of fall under the heading of mental things, working on trying to dissolve your ego and work on healthier patterns, but definitely don't neglect your physical body. That's the vessel that's carrying your soul, so you want to take good care of it. And now is a great time to be connecting with nature. I know depending on where you are in the world, it could be very, very hot. It seems like this summer has been very hot in kind of the Midwest. So hopefully everyone is staying comfortable. But let's see what comes up on the moon cards, which, as a reminder, there's a full moon on August 1st. It's the super moon. So definitely keep an eye out for that. This one is new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. And if you have crystals at home, the full moon time is a wonderful time to put your crystals out, to have them be kind of cleaned and energetically recharged out in the moonlight. So you can put them out like on your windowsill or wherever's convenient for you. So your jumper card was Rise. I'll go ahead and pull another one too, since that was a jumper card, and see what is coming up for our water signs. Okay. Prosperity's sisters are happiness and joy. And so that kind of goes along with the comment earlier about manifesting, that yes, now is a very strong, powerful time for your manifesting, but make sure that you're manifesting from a position of gratitude and high vibration. So if you're telling yourself negative stories all day, but then trying to, spend 10 or 15 minutes manifesting positive changes, the challenge there is that you're flooding your energetic field with negative energy all day. So try to work on shifting that mindset into a more positive mindset, and that will help with your manifesting. But yeah, so overall for the water signs, this is, good things that are coming through. Luck is on your side, the Wheel of Fortune is there, and it looks like there's, prosperity. You're being called to kind of rise up, and just that reminder too on the physical health side. So maybe if some of your goals are related to physical health, if you've been making goals related to that, then those will be coming to fruition as well. All right, and then let's move into our air signs. So our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and see what message is coming for you for today. The World. And that's also a very positive card. And the world is about kind of, the end of a cycle. You've completed something, you've accomplished something, very positive, sitting in that triumphant energy. Now, whether that means that happens to you or for you, I guess, on Friday, or if that's the encouragement, is have that triumphant feel, that victorious feel, if a situation presents itself. And sometimes this might be something very minor. It might be something very big and noticeable. So keep an eye out for that as your week is rounding up and getting ready to head into the weekend. So let's see what your soul journey card is. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. And with that, that's really what some of these big energetic shifts are all about. And even with the retrogrades, that's all about, healing and finding your purpose and, getting your life into that path where you're feeling more balanced and happy, the one that you can look back on later and say, yeah, I'm really glad that I did that. I'm really glad that I took this chance or that I went in this direction. And so especially when we combine that with the world, kind of that triumph, and maybe that's part of it, is that you know what you're here to do. And that's kind of that triumphant, aha, I think I finally figured it out. So let's see what our moon card has to say for our air signs. You are good enough. That's full moon in Virgo. And that sometimes it's hard, especially if it's something scary, like you're wanting to start a new path and you have that sense of, am I really good enough? Like, can I really do this? And the answer to that is yes. Have faith in the whole process, and that, if you think that's what your purpose is, have faith that you are good enough to do that. All right, and your soul creator card. Light in the unexpected. And kind of tying that in with the purpose part, is our purpose here is to spread love and light and understanding to the world and to our community around us. So sometimes it's putting you in an unexpected place to be able to shed that or spread that light. So this is, I would say, definitely a very kind of positive type of message going into the weekend, kind of giving you that boost of, you are that light, you are good enough. And being able to spread that to other people is really, it's helping them and it's also helping you. And so I would definitely take this world sign as a sign related to your purpose, that you're kind of, all these pieces are finally starting to come together. Like you're understanding your purpose and you're kind of overcoming some of those, can I really do this? I don't know if I can do this. And moving past those self-limiting beliefs and really having the courage to step up and spread that love and light. So let's take a look at what is in store for fire signs, our Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and see what message we're getting. The Hierophant. And so that's that kind of teacher, mentor, higher purpose type of energy. So maybe somebody around you is struggling and they're looking towards you to be that teacher, be that mentor for them. Or the other, I guess, aspect with that is, if you're struggling, if you're trying to make sense of something or a situation, regardless of what it is, whether it's a work situation, a relationship situation, be that friend or romantic, or trying to kind of find direction. If you're struggling to do that on your own, reach out to a mentor, reach out to a guru, somebody that you trust, and call on them to help guide you. There's also so many great resources. And I feel like the internet is kind of that double-edged sword. Sometimes there's really great resources and sometimes it's kind of, questionable. But if you can look at, especially some of the ones, traditional teachings, like, some of the Zen Buddhism, and, if you're looking for what is your purpose in life, and there's some really great things out there. All right, let's take a look at your soul journey card. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. And I guess kind of as you're piecing some of those together, part of the, I guess, awakening ascension process is getting to that point of moving past the kind of the duality part where it's, it's this or that, it's, and kind of moving into that space of oneness. And, I guess even in modern science, and they call it, relativity. This is good. This is bad. This is, I like this. I don't like this. This one's bigger. This one's smaller. It's all relative to something, versus when you kind of get to that point with that ascension process and awakening to the fact that it's just that oneness. Like when you're in soul, and they call that kind of that singularity type of mindset, and just be, you're not doing something, you're just being. And when you're in that sort of space, there isn't that loneliness. You're never alone, because you're one with the world around you. So, all right, let's take a look at your moon card. Surrender to the divine, full moon. And that's a good, I guess, tip as we go into the full moon, that full moon in Aquarius that's coming up on the 1st. And I love the fact that it's a super moon. And actually, that's the first of 2 full moons in August. There's one at the end of the month as well. But the super moon is when it appears, it's like 17% larger and 30% brighter than normal. That would be an excellent time to be able to take a stroll in the moonlight, if that's something, if you're in an area where you can do that. Let's take a look at our Sacred Creator card, the good kind. So, meaning like the good kind of energy. That's kind of, as you're thinking about creating the good kinds of things. Let's pull another card, because I feel like that one's kind of interesting one. Cozy up with risk. And so that, I feel like, really goes with this surrender to the divine. And sometimes that's hard, especially if you're somebody that likes to be in control and likes to try to direct the outcome. But cozy up with risk and having that faith that part of life is stepping outside of the box. It's taking some of those risks. What is it that when you're sitting there, years from now on your deathbed, what are you going to say? Oh, I really wish I would have done this or tried this. So this is kind of a good time to reflect back on where you are. Where is it that you want to go, and how are you going to get there? And know that you're not alone. Know that there's people around you, and then also just that kind of oneness with the world around you when you're in that soul space. And that's something, if some of those concepts are tougher to understand or feel, that could be one of those times to reach out to a guru or a mentor of how do you do that? How do you get into that space? Or, there's, great books out there, and Eckhart Tolle, Ram Dass, teachers like that, in terms of working on that kind of oneness and surrender. All right, last but not least, we have our earth signs. So that's going to be our Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and let's see what is in store for you. All right, the moon. So now the moon card, that's kind of some of those, I'll call them illusions, or sometimes it's about deception. What is it that you're hiding away in the dark, your subconscious? This could either be a warning that there's maybe things coming up for you today where somebody's not being honest with you. Maybe some things are an illusion. Maybe you're presenting an illusion to somebody else. And it's really kind of pushing you to your subconscious to think about, are you doing things that you shouldn't be doing? Kind of that, or the smell of the night. All right, let's take a look at our soul journey cards and see what comes up for you. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And these two together, I think, is a great combination, because a lot of times, like, why there might be illusions or some of that trickery or deception is because you're afraid of telling the truth. You're afraid of somebody's response to it. And I think one of the great exercises to do with things like that is the kind of, I don't know if there's a specific name for it, but the so what, and if it's something where somebody asks you a question and you feel compelled to tell them a lie or deceive them, and saying, kind of as you're finding out why. Well, why am I doing that? Oh, well, because I don't want them to get mad. So what if they get mad? And then you kind of keep asking that question until you drill down, what is really the issue? And so if the person gets mad, so what if they get mad? Is it because you're afraid for your physical safety? Is it something else? And you just kind of keep asking yourself that question and reflecting on, so what if this is the next consequence? So what if this, like, what does that mean to you, so that you can try to work past that? All right, let's take a look at your moon card. It's time to release negativity. And these are kind of all lining up in terms of, negativity being some of that fear, and needing to have the courage to step into the light and kind of say, you know what, enough is enough with these, whatever these games are, be it in whatever situation in your life, whether it's related to work, relationships, family, kind of, okay, enough is enough with playing these games, because you may be used to it. And so maybe that's just your normal response is, kind of tell a little fib here, just get past this. But have the courage to release that negativity, because that's creating so much more of an energetic drain on yourself than you realize. And it's very hard to be in your authentic self and to be standing there in your truth when you have all of these other kind of murky situations that are maybe not totally above board. All right, Sacred Creator card, the now. And that, from a timing perspective, it's kind of like, okay, the timing for this to make some of these changes is now. And it's also that reminder to live in the now. Don't live in the past of, oh, well, I have to do this because this is the way I've always done it. Or, oh, but I'm so worried about the future. And if it doesn't feel good in the now, change it in the now. Don't continue to, like, perpetuate these toxic, unfulfilling, unhealthy, unhappy situations just because, well, I've always done that. So if it doesn't feel good in the now, change it in the now. But that's our reading then for our earth signs. So I hope you found this to be helpful. And as always, take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. And so the individual sign readings are coming out here soon. So make sure to check back for those. And if this information has been helpful to you, then also feel free to share this with anyone else that you think might want to hear this information. And I will be back again tomorrow to do a read for Saturday to see what's in store for you. And in the meantime, I hope your journey is full of peace and joy. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.